Hello, hello. Yeah, so we got some amazing progress here. One thing is we have the interaction system, and we also have the build system now. And now we need to, I don't know, make the build system work more buildier. But how is your day going, Mr. Scary Duck? Yeah, I'm doing good. I mean, I have a day off today, so, I mean, how can't you do good? And it's a beautiful day outside, and I'm sitting inside. So we got these beautiful meshes here that we can then attach. So we can swap the material for whenever we try to place something. I should add, later on I should add so you can expand everything. Should expand your little mart. I probably need to swap place on this like warehouse room. But we will see, we will see. Oh, and I also want to make this game multiplayer. It feels like a great multiplayer game. So we have allowed and then not no allow. What do I call it? No allow. No allow. Well, one, congratulations on completing college. That's huge. That's actually amazing. Good job. What was your degree in? Or maybe you're American, so you might have multiple degrees, or yeah. Okay, amazing. Computer science. And like, where would you want to work? Do you want to work with games? Do you want to work with, I don't know, AI software? And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's hard getting a job nowadays. The expectations are high, and the people that want jobs are also high. But one thing is, it looks like people are going back to the offices, and a lot of people are looking for remote jobs. So there might be a bunch of openings within people like on-site jobs, which is probably best anyways for someone starting out. So hopefully you could probably find a job, like an on-site, non-remote work job. And I mean, you gotta be open to maybe moving away, taking a risk like that. But it's just, yeah. Can have a mock interview if you want to. I mean, I haven't looked for a job in a really, really long time. I looked for one job. I only applied for one job. I got that job. And then after that, I've just been almost like recruited for every other job, which, I mean, I can't say more than I'm just lucky. Yeah, definitely. I think it's great that you're trying to learn more things to just expand your horizon. I know so many people that went in and studied game dev, but ended up doing, I don't know, way different things. Some do casino stuff, some do like transaction for, what do you call it? One went from working at a bank to working at a game company. So yeah, just being flexible is honestly great. And I don't know the situation of like web development nowadays. It used to be the big hot thing, but I have no clue where that is nowadays. So I'm just I can only like laugh myself happy that I have a job. I wouldn't, even though I have now, I guess, tons of experience. I have a bunch of projects. I have projects everyone has played under my belt. I still see that, damn, it's a hard market. I think there are like just yesterday, I think. No, the day after. Yeah, yesterday. There was like a huge startup where I work that just went belly up, no more money. And a lot of talented people just lost their job, right? Now they have to try to find new jobs. And all of them are competing for the same for the same jobs and the same market and the same, yeah. That is just rough. But most of them are super talented, so I don't see any problems with them finding jobs actually. Hello, Mr. Text. How are you doing? Such a lovely afternoon. Or are you text 2 or text I or texty? But yeah, and I'm also very happy where I am. I've been offered some actually quite fun positions lately, but I kind of don't want to leave my job. I'm very comfortable. And then I have this lovely thing on the side where I make stupid games that make no money, that actually makes almost negative money. And then I make billions of dollars elsewhere. Or I don't get that billions, I make billions for others. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. I really realized quite recently how big of a difference it is making games that actually make money compared to making games that are just fun to make. It's such a big difference between having like the big business compared to having, a game that people just want to play for fun. Now I can do things here. I can have yeah, there used to be a lot of money in the game sphere, I guess. So when COVID hit, basically all gaming revenue went up by, I don't know, a crap ton, since people stayed inside, people started playing games. So what happened was, I can draw here, can bring up some I just need to make sure that I'm not leaking any stupid stuff when I bring up my drawing program here. Okay, now I can draw. But basically what happened was, so we have the revenue chart. This is like before the pandemic, pre-pandemic, pre-pandemic, and this is post. And like gaming revenue basically saw a huge uptick, and basically all executives at this point was like higher. Like, we can't get any more people, we need more people. And then the pandemic ends and like revenue starts to decline, it starts to revert back to the mean. And then executives see here that, damn, okay, growth is not exponential, holy moly. So then they start to fire. And now we are at, like, I don't know, this point somewhere. And here, venture, like VC money started to dry up. And it was put into AI instead, which means that from a game studio point of view, I mean, the money could be like this, but the people, like, we can't afford to hire people anymore. We can't afford to grow, which means that we keep on fire. So yeah, it's a rough landscape actually. The money is drying up. That is, like, and together with the whole crypto like play to earn craze, at that point you had the NFT games, you had the crypto games in different flavors. And I mean, yeah, like you said, you got a job recruitment offers back in 2001 to build some simple game mechanics. Like, I got so many job offers to build like crypto games, build games that give you NFTs while playing. And then, yeah, people realize that NFTs are just, you don't actually own the image. It's just a link that you get to an image. And then it was like, oh no, what have we spent money in? And people, lost interest in that. But yeah, so I would say it's like a combination now of money drying up in the industry. People don't want to spend money on games anymore. People want to spend money on AI. And also the combination with the pandemic is over. Gaming is basically reverting back to the mean. People don't want to play games as much as they used to anymore, leading to this lovely thing where money dries up. And I guess that is just a normal market cycle in a way. So I guess we will lose a bunch of game studios now, unfortunately. People will start to, like, executives will start to hold their money tighter. And then the game the game industry will be underfunded. People will see the opportunity to make money in it again, and you will go back. So my hypothesis here is basically we are here, and then I ran out of white space here, but we can move this, I think. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm really bad at drawing here, but we are here. And so we will see probably a bit more firing, and then the industry will be underfunded and the revenue will be somewhere up here, so people will try to, I don't know, bring money back into the industry later. But we will see how things will turn out. I think though AAA games are probably in a quite peculiar position. So the problem with AAA games is they cost so much money to develop, and then you have the marketing cost. So from a game, like, basically, let's say something costs 100 million. Where is my dollar sign? Hello? Okay, since I can't make a dollar sign, it costs like, let's say it costs $100 million to develop. One, that's a shit ton of money, but also it's a lot of money to develop on a game that you don't know if it's gonna succeed or not. But then you're gonna spend $1 billion in marketing. So first you need to spend a crap ton of money trying to get like a game out the door, and then you need to spend a crapper ton of money marketing that game just to try to get people to play the game. And this part, if you go up and look at, like, EA is a publicly traded company, so you can just go out and look at what they're spending money on how much money they're making and whatever. And last year or I think it was 2023 or something, yeah, they spent $1 billion in marketing. $1 billion. That's a B in dollars. That's so much money, and that is just to get people in the door. And then you have games like Concord, where you have spent the money to develop the game, and you probably have spent not $1 billion, like that would be absurd, but they might have spent like, yeah, let's say they spent like 300 mil. I don't know exactly the numbers here, but they probably spent a shit ton of money on marketing. And then the game flops, either because people don't like to play it, or people, you know. I mean, in a way, indie games are always somewhat gonna win, because they don't have the pressure to actually make a lot of money. If you make an indie game and it makes enough money to sustain you and your friends or your studio to just keep on making games, then you will probably be happy. You don't need more money than that for most people. And you got the low, like, AA studios or the low single A studios. I don't know what we call those studios. Like a simple studio with a publisher. And those studios, if they are like, if they have enough money to sustain themselves, then they can just make games which they love, and they can just, yeah, keep rolling with that. Could you expand a bit? You said that, am I the only one who hates the attitude of HRs and non-engineers? What do you mean with that? I think they have sometimes really good reasons for doing what they do. But please expand on that topic, because there are things that are being done that I really don't agree with. Like, for instance, this, like, hiring part here. Like, you have to, like, look at it and say, okay, we're hiring a bunch of people, but we have no clue if the market is going to balloon or not balloon. And you need to have, like, some ice in your stomach before you do, like, a balloon hiring of people, before you know that your revenue is going to balloon too. But I guess that is why we have venture capital money, to be able to do this. Some people just want to grow fast, really fast, and yeah, then you just need to take the consequences when the money dries up. And I mean, there is not much you could do about that situation at this point. The money is drying up, and you just need to accept that, hey, the music stopped. So now it's back to reality. Hope there goes gravity. But yeah, Mr. Mad Duck, or having a cute duck, please expand on what you mean. But until then, until I get my answer, I can keep working on this. So I need to change the enums here. But yeah, I have so much to say about the industry in its current form. I think we will see probably a uptick in mobile games, unfortunately, compared to other games, because they are way cheaper to expand on, or they're way cheaper to develop, and they make about as much money or even more than AAA games. So the upfront cost is cheaper, and the the long-term revenue is higher, leading to this beautiful cycle of how it is today. Don't know what to call this. Build view type. Normal. Loud. Not allowed. Change build view. Then we have the build view type. But in the end, I think we should support a lot of indie games. I think the boring thing with AAA is somewhat that they don't take risks as much anymore. I mean, if you spend a lot of dollars on a AAA game, then you probably don't want to do something super revolutionary. You're just gonna stay in your lane, try to just get the dollar out, the dollar value that you need out. Yeah, I can see that. I don't have any experience in the industry, but I don't know why I hate HR. I had a bad experience with them during 2 interviews. I understand why you have a bad experience with them. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it in any ways. I mean, I personally don't like that you apply to a bunch of positions. They write back, they're like, ooh, cool, very nice resume that you have, and then they just ghost you. that is just beyond what I would call shitty. So I totally get why you're not a big fan, so to say. And I wouldn't, but I also understand it from the other side, that hey, you have a bunch of people, like if you're hiring for a big company, then you're probably going through, I don't know, like a lot of resumes a day, and they have all like more tasks than just going through and hiring people usually. So the workload for vetting people and the workload for like reaching out to people sometimes gets too much. But like just sending an email back saying, hey, you didn't get the job, I mean, that is probably the least you could do. It's not really, it's not a lot of work. And you could probably automate it too. So I think the excuse here is like for them to treat people the way they do is not really valid. But I've never worked in HR, so I can't really say that I'm right or wrong. I just want answers, man. Just respond to my stupid emails, please. But I think HR also gets a bit of a bad rap sometimes. But something you need to know is that HR is not your friend, it's the company's friend. They're there to protect the company, not you. And that is something I think most people miss. They're hired by the company, they're there to protect the company, they're not there to make you happy. And if I'm wrong, I'm happy to be wrong about that, but that is at least what I've seen for the most part. But hiring is super hard, so I actually don't envy their job at all. It's oh wait, now I remember. Can't you do this? No, you can't do this in Unreal. Damn it. Okay, never mind. I just assumed you could actually maybe pull two nodes to the same node. But you can't. So I just need to keep my lovely stack of construction scripts. I am a construction worker now. Okay, so now when we have picked the item, we have our base buildable. Can do, what did I call it? Change build view. Build view allowed. Okay. So let's see if the game crashes. That is probably the nicest thing about Unity. It's when you start, like if you have a bunch of null references, things don't crash because everything is just in a big try-catch. Oh, it works. Nice. Now I just need to get it to recognize other things, walls for instance, and change based on that. Sweet. I like the, I don't know, the hologram look. And we can probably, I can make it like red and shit. I applied to Rakuten, Japan, and I cleared the final round, but got rejected. They replied that they couldn't share the reason. Later I found out it didn't select me because hiring a foreign candidate involves work visa and verification stuff, whatever. They could have just hired a local talent instead. Yeah, hiring people from different countries, I've heard, can be really, really hard. And that is just, that's awful, man. I'm sorry for you, man. That sucks. Especially since you went through the entire recruitment process. You did great, and then you get rejected because some stupid country visa regulations. So I totally get your frustration there, and that should be clear to begin with, they should be like, since they know from the get-go that you're not Japanese, so they should be very, very open and honest with, hey, we might not be able to hire you because of XYZ reason. So that is just awful. I know that Canada, for instance, it's when you want to hire people from abroad, you need to have proven that you have exhausted the Canadian talent pool, so to say. You need to like prove that the person that you're hiring is better than any other Canadian, or no other Canadian can do that job, which, yeah, that's hard. And I'm happy that I'm not running a company that needs to hire people from abroad, because that would be awful. But yeah, I mean, I think like also like pulling people along for that long and then rejecting them. I understand if you have maybe two candidates, one is better than the other, but you're not really sure. I mean, I get it. I get why you need to pull people along to a certain extent, but I mean, all those interviews, all those, yeah. I don't find that cool at all. It's somewhat, yeah. I'm sorry, man. I wish we had better circumstances in the industry. But I haven't heard of the company Rakuten. I need to Google this. Rakuten Japan. I'm probably pronouncing this way wrong. Oh, they're like a streaming service? Oh, okay, now I know what company they are. They are the company that have this super annoying button on my television that I always accidentally press. And then I end up in their like streaming service. Oh, I hate them. I'm glad you didn't get that job. Those buttons are so annoying. It's the same thing with like the stupid like Samsung button. Okay, so I have a Samsung TV, and then sometimes they just go into this like Samsung promotion mode, and every time I start the TV, I get like Duck Dynasty. some show about people hunting, I don't know, living on a swampland somewhere doing duck shit. And I don't give a single crap about that, but I get it every time. So you know what? I'm happy for you. Good job. Great that they rejected you. You don't need that job anyways. Saying I with a job from a very, very high me on my high horse here, saying I'm glad that you didn't get the job because they have annoying buttons on my remote control. Very humble of me. But if you would have gotten the job, what would have been your position? What would have been your work, your job? And are you looking for similar experiences? Okay, cool. I mean, since you went from since you had a computer science position, I really love a good QA tester. That I worked with some people that are just the best. They have a really good QA mindset, and they have a somewhat like a base knowledge of programming. And those QA testers can be, they can be really, really great. Because they can write some own tests, they can write automations that help me in my day-to-day job, and they're just awesome as people. So if I had a QA position to give out, I would have definitely wanted to hire you as an QA new grad, but I can't, unfortunately. But maybe one day, But since you have a computer science degree, don't you want to do, I don't know, normal computer science stuff? Okay, so I will be adding some walls. Let's build a wall. So with this I should be able to get all the... I kind of want to make the walls inherent from something. So I can easily fetch them out. Or can you... I haven't done this in Unreal before, but you should be able to tag things, right? Oh, yeah, you can. Amazing. So I can probably tag all the walls, and then I can just fetch things from tag. Component tags. What are component tags? Tags. Walls. I'll be right back. How can I start learning C++? I'm try a few days and hard for me how to get any good guidelines. Good guidelines. 1 second. So I guess my guidelines for learning C++ is make smaller projects. Like start somewhere, just learn the basic language and just make small projects. Have a goal of like start with, I don't know, a like calculator app. And then you could go to like guess number game of some sort, like try to guess high-low, get the flow of using functions or something. Then maybe, like for me, I like making games. So basically I would structure this in trying to make a game of it. You could then like do something like what do you call it? You call it battleships or like sync chip game. Something where the computer would generate some positions in a 2D grid, and your job is to try to like get those positions in as few moves as possible. That would like let you work with 2D arrays. It would let you do I don't know, loops, functions, like that could get you a fairly good step. A big thing with learning C++ is also learning like memory management, understanding pointers. Like this is super important. Understand pointers. Like just understanding how pointers and passing by reference, passing by value, what does it mean, why do you do it? Just learning this. Like you can learn this before you learn this, that's no issue at all, but you will eventually need to learn this. And after that, I would go to like do something like use SFML or something like it. So if I can send you it here, it's a great library for starting off making like 2D games. It's really like it's a simple thing that you will learn how to like manage libs. And yeah, you learn how to manage libs, you learn like 2D stuff, you learn a lot of stuff, right? So I would definitely recommend just trying. Yes, it's really hard, but it's an interesting line. I agree that it can be hard in the beginning, but as soon as you understand what you're doing, then you're so good to go. You will be doing great. I believe in you. But Anukul, as a new grad, I don't have much experience in testing, but they're going to train me for 6 months. However, they only had a Q position left, and I am a developer. Yeah, I totally understand that you just want a job, man. I get that. And sometimes you need to take what you get, right? And there's especially it's a good way to start. If you can get a position in QA and you're doing some development stuff and you're trying to reach more, then I mean you're getting a foot in the door. That is probably like one of the best things you can get. And I totally agree that Unreal C++ is a somewhat of a different thing. I mean, you have in Unreal, compared to normal C++, you actually have reflection, which is that is like wild. You don't have that in C++, but you do have it in other languages like C# and other fun stuff. Tons of fun stuff. If I do, can I do gameplay? Alright, gameplay statistics. Get actors. Get all actors. Oh, get all actors with tag. Here we go. We can get world. And you do this, right? Text. T array. A actor. Pointer. Walls. So we can get all the walls. And that is a reference. Now we could do walls. Perfect. I can compile this and then I can just take all my walls. I should put this in a folder to make it easier for myself. I'm not sure how exactly I want to structure this in the end. I might want to make it more dynamic, but I think for now this is perfect. I can just place the walls myself, and then we can just tag them up. And then we can just take all the walls and just tag them as walls. Probably, hopefully. I haven't done this before. I haven't used tags. I usually, I don't know, make a class for it, or I make something out of it to make it taggable. But this might be better, I don't know. Okay, so now we have all the walls. And we should be able to get our building for each walls. All. And then all right, yeah. I need to calculate this position. Where do I get this world start position from? I mean, I usually don't do it this way, but I feel like I've just spiraled down into doing it like this. So I guess we will just keep on going. I should probably add some like a math function for this. Do I need to do that? Not for now. I just want to add my walls so I can keep going to the next point. And then, yeah, we have the point here. I love that I have this auto format in Rider, and it just fixes everything. And then we can do all, and then get the location of it. But it's quite fun with working with C++ in Unreal, and especially like with Unreal's compiler, or the compiler for Unreal. They're like Unreal Builder, whatever they call it, UUB, Because like, okay, you build something, it starts to cache things in memory of how things is supposed to look, and then you try to build it to like to a real game, and things just stop working and you're like, why? Okay, cool. Now we should have the wall position. We should make a int2 vector, and we can do xp and yp. So the x point and y point, x point and y point. Thank you. And then for every one of them, we can just log. So we make. I don't have the debugger attached, so I will just log this out instead. And then pause x, pause y. I'm not sure if you hear the dog in the background, but damn, loud dog. But dogs are very cute, so they get the pass for being loud. Alright, yeah, it should not contain, otherwise it would never add anything. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay. Okay, so we got... I feel like this is way... Am I logging something else too? Oh yeah, I am. Okay, makes sense. I'm logging this one. Oops. I'm not creating my own assets and animations. I am just gluing it together. I am a really bad animator. I'm a really bad... I can't draw, I can't animate, I just can't. So what I do is I try to find assets that would fit a theme, and then I build a game around it. But if I would eventually start making money, I would start buying assets and maybe build something from there. My goal here is, if I could get this channel, I don't know, monetized, I would try to make it a point in just using all of that money to just put into developing the games here. And yeah, see if that would fly or not. As long as I have my full-time job, I can do whatever with that extra money. So if you subscribe and if you watch my videos, then that is a great deal into helping me reach that goal. I could maybe hire one of you one day. That would be really cool. And the same thing with, like, basically all money I make from games will go back into making more games. Which is just how I want it. Which means that you can just, yeah, by watching, you can maybe become a full-time hire. If I can do that one day. That would be awesome. But if that would happen, I would probably look mostly for an artist to find. Someone that can like really drive the art style of the game, like from a full perspective. Everything from like building the assets to making the animations to like have a cohesive idea of how they want the things to work. and of course someone that would be happy to come with ideas or whatever. So I guess that's my dreamy, lofty, long-term goal. And that was a really tangential answer to what you wrote that basically have nothing to do with what you wrote at all. Not a single bit whatsoever. But cool. Okay, so now we have the building stuff, which means that if we have a base build here that is not a null pointer, we should be able to ask the building service if the place is available. Alright. One thing I should do is I should cache the latest value for it. Cached build value. And that should just be normal by default. But yeah, I'm starting to save up a bunch of money, so I maybe eventually in the future could start my own studio. And that is how I will turn a small fortune into no fortune. Or I guess I will need to start with a big fortune to turn it into a small fortune. Okay, so if they are the same value, then we will just skip it. So now we can take the player, we can check if the place is available, and if the place is available, I will try to... Hey, welcome Kodak. Nice to have you here. I'm happy that you are here. So the question, first time, why Sea Lion and not Visual Studio IDE? And that is because, this is Rider, so not Sea Lion, but I mean, they are basically the same at this point. If I remember correctly, I haven't used Sea Lion for a really long time. And why not Visual Studio? It's because Visual Studio sucks big time. I would gladly pay JetBrains a bunch of money to use their product instead of Visual Studio. I think their IntelliSense is really slow. Everything is just slow. That is how I would probably describe it, and that is why I don't use it. And like if you go from, so one of the biggest things for me is like fuzzy searching or jumping to. So for instance, if I want to know, okay, now I know that set material is a part of a static mesh component. But if I would like to know, like, okay, what does it do? Then I can go to definition. I can do set material. Or, damn it, it wasn't here. It's probably somewhere else. Sorry, intermission. Okay, here we have the set material. And I want to find out how it works. Cool. First of all, I can just jump to it. This would take forever in Visual Studio. Like, I remember working at a bigger company, and I just disabled IntelliSense to begin with because it was so slow. It slowed down the computer immensely. And now I just want to find out what it does. Okay, cool. Here we have the set material. I can just find out whatever it does, right? And that is just great. And it's so quick, and it basically indexes both your project and your Unreal. And that is, for me, that is all I need. I want to be able to fuzzy search, fuzzy jump, and I want to do it quickly. And that is why I'm using this. So I hope that answers your question. It's fast. It's faster. I feel weak when I'm not able to do more than support and just watch and subscribe. I think that just watching and talking, and I think that's great. You don't need to see, you don't need to do anything else. I'm just happy that people enjoy what I do, and yeah, I'm happy that I can come with some nice words of wisdom, I guess. Yeah, exactly. It takes a while for it to load. I have a pretty beefy computer, anyways, but yeah, it like when opening a project, it usually takes like 3-4 minutes or something, and I guess like larger projects take even more. And I can highly recommend, like, I'm just gonna bring it up, but if you want a more like indie, or not an indie editor, he's like a really he's a really cool person who builds it, but if you want a really fast editor, that like it's so fast, but the thing is it's less mature, but this 10x editor, it's great, it's so fast, it's like just jumping around inside of Unreal is a breeze with that editor. And yes, I'm using Idea Vim, it's called. So basically I just use Vim Motion inside of this editor. Yeah, so basically, yeah, blazingly fast indeed, blazingly fast. Yeah, so basically it's the Idea Vim is a plugin for Rider, so I can just use the Vim motions basically, without actually using Vim. I've tried to use Vim before. For me it's too much work setting up the... Oh, I wonder if my network just went down. Probably not. Okay, I think we're fine. But yeah, so basically I can get the best parts about using Vim without actually using Vim. Yeah, I mean I just love the motions. It's I feel like I can jump around so fast. It's more, I just need to use my brain to think compared to like going places, and then yeah, easy breezy. Game knows game indeed. I'm happy that you're part of the Vim club. I've tried to get everyone at my job to use Vim, and now I'm just I'm just a weird guy that I'm like the vegan that's like, oh, aren't you also vegan? Aren't you also using Vim? You should use Vim. But I personally, like, I don't use my mouse too much anymore. I have some things that I use my mouse for. For instance, yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like the Linux meme. Like, aren't you using Linux? But yeah, like the only thing that I really use my mouse for right now is like moving tabs. I should just learn the hotkey for like moving my tab from left to right to right to left. And then like all coding I would do would never use my mouse in any capacity. Okay, so cool. Now we got this. Oh, this is a lot of red or warnings. Using nanite static mesh, only opaque mask. Am I using nanite? Why am I using nanite on a low poly? That is not at all what I wanted to be using, but that's a lot of errors. Well, hello Sky. How is your day? How is your day going? Delicious, delicious coffee. Cool. Okay, so let's figure out, am I using nanite? How do I figure out if I'm using nanite? Enable nanite support. Okay, maybe I should disable nanite for all of these lovely meshes. Because that makes no sense. No nanite. Disable nanite. Okay. Like having nanite on a bunch of low poly meshes, that's really like bringing a sledgehammer to like nail to a nail. It's I don't think that's needed at all. Maybe for the I don't know. I think Lumen works with nanite or without nanite meshes. Couldn't they have picked like an easier name to pronounce for a non-native speaker? Jesus. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now boom. Okay, no more warnings, right? Okay, still I think we have a bunch. No, we don't have a bunch of warnings. Probably. Let's clear the log. Let's try again. Okay, cool. No more nanite warnings. Okay, cool. Now we got this inside the building system. Now I just need to make sure that all of these are placed in a bit more of a valid sense. But first, let's commit. Since this is working, I'm happy about it. Can create a new function. You can use like a base, what do you call it? Base shop. Copy the clipboard. So here we can just build ourselves a basic shop, I guess. I don't think I need to spawn any new shoppers unless this function. No, we do this in update now. But what was so much wow. I mean, this is quite fun. The stream has never been bigger than it is today, and that makes me happy to know. So if we keep in this direction, cool. I mean, then if we keep this trajectory, then we would be there in no time. I could hire you as a QA tester. We could all build games, kumbaya together. Okay, 1, 2. So this is 1, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hello, Joel. I wonder if my internet is acting up today. Hopefully not, because this I don't want to end it here, you know. But yes, this is definitely cool beans. How is your day going? Joel Barnes. I remember the name, or I used to know a guy with the last name of Barnes. Or I didn't know him. I think I knew him. He didn't really know me. But he was a cool dude. So I'm assuming that you're also a cool dude. You're a cool cat. I'm doing great. I have my day off today because in Sweden it's midsummer. So in the afternoon I will go and celebrate jumping around a big penis. Because that is what we Swedes do. Don't question it, please. Okay, so I forgot that it's inverted. Yeah, exactly. It could have been you, or I think it would probably be your dad. Okay, so yeah, I guess I need to explain this now. So midsummer in Sweden, if you have seen the summer, if you have seen the movie, you know that is like a horror movie, whatever. I'm trying to actually find Midsummer, like the Wikipedia page that is not about the movie. Oh, cool. Well, nice to see an Australian. I love Australians. Okay, here is the Wikipedia page. Why have someone hijacked the Wikipedia page for Midsummer? Midsummer. Oh, okay, yeah, it's because it's called Midsommar, and the movie is called Midsommar, but yeah, okay. But yeah, basically, here is the short, or the Wikipedia page about it. But if you scroll down a bit, you can see like there's this massive, you basically put up a massive thing, and then you jump around it like frogs. I mean, I would say like it's a bit of yeah, it's you could see this one. It's a bit like cultish behavior, but it's incredibly fun, and everyone is in a good mood. So that is what I'm gonna do this afternoon, and it's gonna be great. But yeah, I actually only learned to know Australian people quite recently, so it probably wasn't you, but fun stuff. Hello, Mr. Crying. How are you doing today? I mean, the Australian people I know are super cool. They're super chill. I mean, they're so far. I mean, I would say they're probably cooler than you at this point. Hate to break it to you. So how did I learn C++? I want to learn to make Unreal Engine games. So basically I went to school and I learned C++, but and I guess that is how I learned the language. But learning Unreal is something I just, I've done on my free time and just try to expand on my knowledge as I go. But I would definitely, I think I wrote it down. I think I removed it. There was another guy here earlier, that asked somewhat how you learn like C++ and whatever. But I would just go try to make smaller projects. Like just start off super simple. Make off like a calculator app. Just make something super simple in the command line. Being able to just add numbers, subtract numbers, multiply numbers, and that will just teach you some small things. After that, you could do. I realize now that I'm saying different things from what I said last time, but I'm gonna try to keep it the same. But then you can learn something like make battleships or sink ships. So the AI or the computer could just randomly generate some points that you need to like guess in a 2D array, and that would get you to learn a bit of working with arrays, like 2D arrays, and your job would be to try to find those positions that the computer generated. And besides that, I would definitely learn or try to make something with SFML. So SFML is just a great starting point to try to learn. Like it's a simple library, and it can get you going in making 2D games, and it can it will get you going. I'm in this game, I'm using Unreal version 5.6, so I'm just using the latest. Yeah, I mean, if the university is partnered with Unreal, that's even better, right? Because then I guess they will have the correct resources to get you to learn and whatever. Yeah, I haven't heard any universities that are trying to or have partnered with Unreal, so that's fun to hear. Okay, this looks like a really cool university. This is like way cooler than what I went to. yeah, it's learning blueprints can be a really good way of starting, since you can, whatever you do in blueprints, you can just transfer it into C++. So let's say you want to, I don't know, you're making some, what would it be, like a shooter game, for instance, and you want to do a line trace to like hit another actor or another component. When you're transferring this from blueprints into C++, you can literally in the blueprints, if you have, I think you need like debugging symbols installed with Unreal, you can just double click this node and it will take you to wherever the C++ implementation is. And from there, you can just backtrack and see, hey, how do I actually do a line trace? What is actually happening here? And in this case, I have a bunch of different functions that you could call. And in the end, you can either like strip away the things that you don't need, or yeah, keep it. So that's totally up to how you want to play it in the end. Yeah, so for instance here I got this like line trace single by channel, which is exactly what this is. But I have set like all of this above I don't really need, so I can just, you know, set the values that I want to set. And you're basically just skipping all the trash that you don't need. But also in the blueprint version, they're returning out a bunch of things that I personally don't need, so you can just skip that. So I guess learning by doing. But now I need to figure out why I broke everything. Okay, cool. So now, oh, I can't find any shelves. Ah, it's because I broke the game. That is the AI, and it's trying to find a shelf. And the reason it can't find a shelf is because the item service hasn't added a shelf. Spawn items, whatever. Oh, okay. I haven't set up everything, but I don't add the shelf itself. Okay. Yeah, and the best part about like the C++ referencing is there are a bunch of tutorials for Unreal, but they're mostly using blueprints. So let's say you want to follow a tutorial for how to make a ladder of some sort, or I don't know, climbing, or I don't know what it could be. But you could just follow that tutorial and just port it into C++, and you would be a happy camper. Yeah, new game indeed, new game indeed. So how is your day going, Mr. Pearl? All right, yeah, we were adding shelves and stuff. So we can do a. Oh my god, you're working on a game! Amazing! What is the game about? And that is amazing. Starting on working on small games, that is really how you get going. I mean, it's not. There's nothing wrong with being in the tutorial phase per se. You just need to, like, when you follow your tutorials, you need to, you know that you're learning something and not just following it to get a result. I would say, like, one thing that people that get stuck in tutorial hell do is they just follow the tutorial, and then when they're done with the tutorial, they don't know what to do because they didn't really learn anything from the tutorial. And I guess that's the same thing with universities too. People go to a university, they get their grades, but when they leave the university, they haven't learned anything because they didn't really spend the time learning. And I guess that's yeah. We need to emphasize learning more than we need to emphasize the results, especially for people that are starting out. I mean, if you're like me and have been doing this for a while, then I guess the learning mode should be over, and you should be able to take off the training wheels and start getting some results. But for me, I mean, I'm making games for fun too, so like learning is also part of this. On a day-to-day basis, I don't really work too much with, for instance, animations. So here, when I'm working on this game, I needed to learn, like, okay, how do I and I don't work with Unreal as a day-to-day engine either. I work with Unity. So I'm just having fun, right? And when I'm working with Unreal here, I'm like, okay, how do I make this? How do I make an idle cycle? How do I get this person to run at all? And like, what is a blend space? How do you get like a good blend space working? And I guess I will need to create some more animations later, but this is a good start, you know? I never coded before, it's my first project, and I need something to follow along with, nod. Yeah, I 100% agree. Like, you need to, somewhere you need to start out, right? You can't be a pro from the get-go. Yeah. So I'm totally with you, Pearl. That's great. I think people at universities don't show the necessary value because they see it as a lesson, so they can't learn it. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people who go to university, they haven't learned anything. They're just there to, I don't know, get a grade, get a degree. And if you see it as a way of just getting a degree, like a checkbox in life, then whenever you're gonna try to get a job, that is going to probably be very, very hard for you. And that is why you should probably, like, getting a university degree is great. It gives you at least a place of learning, a place to start off at. So yeah, people need to learn. That is the moral of the story. Howdy. How is your day going, Marcel? Okay, so we're gonna add an item here, and I want to add a base buildable. Yeah, I'm also live on YouTube, Pearl, and that is I guess a bigger chat than here on Twitch, where I think you are the only viewer. I don't really know how to solve that issue, but you know, it's fun having more people to interact with. Okay, so let's build more. We have this building type, and we can have the build type, and then let's include it. And good night, Joel. Wassa. So we can probably make some fun here. I mean, have you seen the... Oh, I think it's a short, or... Wait, it's like a short movie with the Hassa dude. Great stuff. Base, cache reg. Okay, so now I actually don't need the build. Okay, I would just use the build type. It's... I mean, it's kind of wizardy, you know. I agree with the Hassa being a bit of a wizard spell, I guess. It's like yeah. I think I heard it in Harry Potter, you know. Wait. Okay, I'm doing this the wrong way around. I'm not using my brain at the moment. Okay. That's the cache registry. Here it should be the shelves. A base shelf. Cool. And now when we spawn things from the building service, we can call the item service. We can add item. I think these have too much of an overlap in functionality, but for now this is probably fine. I mean, the building service doesn't really need to know about the build or the other way around. It could probably just be one. So now I have like a bunch of duplicated data, which is fine. It's quite fun. My mom just sent me a text. They're at a Tivoli and someone won one of these huge chocolate bars. And they're already big. They should lose weight, not gain weight. Okay, cool. Now they should have a shelf to walk to, right? Okay, sweet. They're going, they're building. Okay, this dude, he is somewhat slow. He just, okay, they're just walking in. Okay, I don't think they are affecting navigation, and that is bad. So we need to have like a box can affect navigation. Okay, so why isn't that can affect navigation? I wonder why they're like walking straight into it. Because that is supposed to be changed, right? So we got the navigation. Okay, that did not help. I guess if I just stand here, oh right, they can't interact with me. These guys are a bit too slow. They should dodge, but they aren't dodging. I wonder if I need to rebuild navigation in runtime. Unreal rebuild navigation, navmesh runtime. I guess I will solve this later. Now back to, I guess, building stuff, which was my main goal for today anyways. Okay, so I need to add, I don't know, I need a way of interacting. Let's, I think like left click is probably nice. Left click action. Hello, hello. So now we can probably duplicate this. Left click. I hate that it expands every time. So annoying. Left click. Do I need something else? Probably not. Yeah, on release, of course. I need to fix my music cue. This is... Okay, nice. Mhm. Oh, okay. Oh no, I deleted a bunch of stuff here that I shouldn't have deleted. Oh no. Okay, so we have the start point. But this is just for... Alright, yeah, it's for setting in the actor location. Yeah, probably. Yeah, needed. Yeah. And then we have our point. Oopsie doopsie. We got our point, and our point should be on X. No. F int vector 2. Grid pos. Okay, grid pos X, grid pos Y, X, and Y. Cool. Now we can, whenever we want to place this item, if we have an item on ourselves, we can like calculate the point. So we have a and check if it's available or not. If available. Cool. Okay, so now we got it there. We can check if the place is available or not. If the place is available, we can then call the building service. We can, and then spawn item. We can have the grid pos. Why am I doing this? It is already a vector 2D. I can just do that instead. Okay, spawn item, and currently I only have a cash registry to build, so let's do that. Then I probably need to make this, I need to destroy this. And I want to also set this to a null pointer. So I'm no longer holding it. Then we compile. Okay, so now, oh right, yeah, I forgot to hook up the left click. Okay, when, whoops. Binding action, left click, left click action, complete, then do left click, then compile. Now we can. Oh, and we should be able to. Can't place it. God damn it! Why can't we place it? I wonder if nothing is happening. So we got the overview. It should do the left click. Okay, first of all, we can log. Are we even hitting the function? Warning text. Past. And then we can do left click, pause found. Bah. Okay, now we got this. Okay, left click is pressed, but not passed. That is because this is null. What? What the hell? Ah, I am so stupid. So stupid. I am so stupid. Left click. And I'm like, why doesn't interact work? Oh. Harder. Okay, but now it should work. 100% of the time. Can't place them there, can't place them there, but we can place them. Pow! Perfect. Okay, so if I now take my cash registry, I will place it there. I will take the next one and I can place it there. So hopefully, whenever they are looking, oh, it's working beautifully. Besides them walking straight into it, like a bunch of buffoons, we now have a building system. So now we need to expand a bit on this spawners. So we have this base spawner and it has this little cutesy. I wonder if I should I will probably just make multiples of them. That would be easiest. Yeah, why not? They're getting placed in the world anyways. But first commit. And push. Cool. So my goal for today was to get a building system in, and we have a building system. So then we can just take we can make this public. I wonder if, okay, so in Unreal, I think it needs to be a byte or something like it to be able to be a blueprintable enum, but I kind of, okay, we need to remove that. We don't need this, and we should be able to have like edit defaults only. And with this, we can have the eBuild. What do we call it? eBuild type. Okay. And then here we could have what is actually just spawnable. So we know when we interact with the spawner, we know exactly what type it has. And when we know the type, we can just look it up and then pick a, I don't know, price point, and we can pick whatever we need based on that. And later on I will make this kind of interactable, I guess, so we can have the interaction system above it, and also all the other fun stuff. Okay. So now when we have the build base spawner, spawnable. Oops. Spawnable. Okay, this is not here. And I guess that's because it needs to be a certain type. I think it needed to be a byte, no? Why am I looking? Enum, that is what I'm looking for. Okay, it needs to be a uint8, and it probably needs to be blueprintable. Exposes enum as an acceptable for creating blueprints. Okay, not that one. Exposes enum so it can be used as a variable in blueprints. Blueprint type is what we want. Here actually would be a great case for using gameplay tags. So instead of having enums for it, we could have a tag, and the tag could then swap names and stuff. A bit more dynamic. Okay. I'm so smart, so smart. I was looking at the static mesh and I was like, I can't find it. Okay, so this is a cache registry, and then if I make this create child shell. Cool, and now it has a shell on this one, and instead of being a normal one, we can add spawnable, or we can set this to shell, and then just place it. I will probably add something else out here later. We will see what it will be, but yeah. Currently, it's a great place for storing stuff. Let's see. Okay, here. And this value needs to also be cached. E-build type. Whoops. E-build type. Include mbuild type. Can add it here. Is base spawner, build base. And then here we can actually cast this to a base build spawner. BBS. And here we can then, okay, now we can use our buildable data, buildables, BBS, spawnable. Cool. And now we should be able to get whatever it's having. And we can also cache the build type as to whatever this was. Okay, so now, now we have a shelf. Can place the shelf. Okay, so now this is a huge issue that they're like dumb. Why don't they understand? They need to understand that the shelf is not a object that they can ghost through. Okay, we need to figure out why. Okay, I'm gonna make some coffee and hello. I'm just gonna make some coffee. I'll be right back. I love that they are hovering. They have created a cult again. But I should probably add that later. So they're not running a cult anymore. Because it's a bit sad that no one is leaving in anger. Right, need to remove my BRB sign. Okay. What do we do now? Okay, yeah. They are colliding with the navigation. Update in. So I need to Google a bit here. I need to know dirty areas update. Because I kind of want I want the navmesh to be updating as we go. Because here it's not updating in real time. Brombo. Yeah, it's a game, I know. Basically, I'm working on just a top-down shelf, I'm working on a top-down shopping mart simulator type of game. So I just got in like a bit of a building system, so you can start like building stuff. I got in not too long ago. They can start queuing, you can start to like make the customers happy, and you can also make the customers unhappy by not doing anything. So they will become mad after a while. They should be mad soon. Come on. Okay, whatever. And then they will leave. I think it's like after a minute or so. I should decrease that time. But now our big issue is, so alright, yeah, also you can like restock the shelves and whatever. I think my goal for this game will be to make it like a co-op multiplayer game. Alright, yeah, now they're leaving in anger. Like a co-op multiplayer game with some cozy vibes and whatever. But my biggest issue now is, one, they don't seem to be respecting that you can't just phase through shelves, and that is a huge issue. So I guess I haven't been working on the game for a couple of days now. Been super busy at work. But now I will have more time, and soon I'm going on vacation, so I will have even more time to work on the game. So hopefully we will see a bit more progress than before. But how are you doing, Brombo? I hope your day is going amazing. More fixing than implementing. I haven't really played around too much with navmeshes. Thank you, man. Hopefully we can get, I will add more assets, better vibes. So if you come back in like a month, then you should see way more progress. Unfortunately, this is not my daytime job. Or I'm making games for a living, but this is not my daytime job. Cool. But yeah, so if someone knows why the navmesh is not updating in real time, then please tell me. I'm just a humble peasant here. Okay, in product settings, navmesh runtime generation. In product settings, mesh. So I will soon. So in Sweden, I have my day off today. In Sweden, we have midsummer celebration, and that means we raise a penis-like structure, kinda, and then we put a bunch of flowers and greenery around it, and then we jump around it, singing that we're small frogs. So I will be going and doing that today. I hope you guys are doing something similar and something equally fun. Okay, I need to find the stupid nav mesh here. There, navigation mesh. Cool. And then under generation it should be nav mesh link, simple generation. Okay, this is probably the best part because I have no clue. Force rebuild and load. From static to dynamic. Okay, so we're looking for something called static here. Am I blind? Static. Ah, nav mesh, runtime generation. Dynamic, boom. We're good to go. Where was it? Runtime. Nav mesh, runtime. Display, generation, runtime. Oh, here. Okay, cool. Can be main, whatever. Okay, now let's see. Nav mesh. Oh my god, it's generating in runtime. Okay, I should disable my own. Okay, all of these should. Yeah, cool. Now it works. I love that in Unreal. It's like cool. Enable, like make game. Enable make game. Can affect navigation. Okay, this is disabled. Okay. Disable the backpack. Cool. Can affect nav mesh generation. And that should be off. So happy days, happy days. Yeah, sup petty. I mean, I agree. Blueprints are also driving me nuts. Okay, cool. Now it's I'm not affecting the nav mesh as much. But yeah, the blueprints are making me nuts too. But it's very, 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 very important that you use both. Because sometimes it makes your life easier, and then you should definitely use blueprints. But from like, hey, you're structuring a game, you're making the game like from the bottom up, then I think the core structure should be in C++. But for instance here, if I jump to the characters, like here I have my animation instance, and all of this, like all of the animation, like just some simple core logic on, hey, what is my velocity? Hey, what is my current strafing or whatever? That can definitely be in blueprints. This is like absolutely, you can move it to C++ if you find it fun. But this is just simple, easy, nice to have in blueprints, and then you can easily interact with like blend spaces and whatever in blueprints. So I think we should not be too I don't know what the word is, but stubborn, like the word for being too stubborn, not very flexible. I guess what I'm trying to say is be a bit pragmatic. Like, I think, I've added like a post-processing component to just whatever my camera is, and like in the items here, I just like simply, like when I create a new mesh, and I want to be able for the mesh to be to have different materials based on where it's going, like so we're not like overlapping with it in a way, then I will just use Blueprint just to attach it. I need to create a mesh in Blueprints anyways, so yeah. What I'm trying to say is be pragmatic, be nice. Don't be stubborn, be happy. Ooh, 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 ooh. Cool. Okay. So now it's rebuilding. We can place stuff. Maybe the next. I wonder what the next part of it should be. What should we work on next? I feel like I've gotten most of the things I want working today to work. So I'm open to suggestions here. Maybe the next thing should be cache or UI or some kind of maybe earning some money. A money system. Money system might be good. Let's do a money system. But Mr. Petty, are you working on a game in Unreal 2? Alright, I should spawn this dynamically too. So 1, 2, or 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, probably. Doing Unreal since 2015. Oh, those were the days. 2015, isn't that must be around when they released, what is it, Unreal Engine 4? Or what did they do in 2015? Was that when they went free, or was it still costly endeavors? Because I remember when they released Unreal Engine, wasn't 4 or 3? 4 probably, right? Like it cost, I don't know, $20? It wasn't too expensive. But damn, that was cool for it compared to how Unity was. And then not too long after, they made it free, but with the license of you pay when you make, I don't know, X amount of dollars. Cool. Now that will spawn, and they will spawn. Happy customers. I love that they're still like they're just squeezing past each other. Oh. Hello. So I'm making. I'm so used to saying we all the time. It feels more inclusive. Feels more nice to say. But I'm making a top-down supermarket game. So your goal is to create a cozy, nice supermarket. You will have some customers. You will need to stock some shelves, and then you can also use the building system and build some shelves, take payments. So I guess like a cozy supermarket sim will be the goal. How is your day going though? Hope you're having a amazing. It's Friday today. Yeah. Hope you're having an amazing Friday. Damn, all like this week has just been a big blend together. Yeah, I've been like the art around is some nature packs that are a bit like stylized, and then the art around this is Kenny NL art, super nice things. I suck at art, so it's nice to see that I can use something. And yeah, I just saw the asset pack, and Petty 4.26. That was a while ago. I wonder if that I made my first game in that too, or something similar. I need to look up. 4.0. Maybe later. I don't know. All my games now are in 5 or above. All my old prototypes, all my yeah, exactly. It went for free. I'm really happy they made it free, or free until like whatever. It's really nice to like it allows people to actually make stuff that don't have any money, and it's nice to not have that barrier in place. I've only before made peer-to-peer games. Never made one with dedicated servers, and if I've made something with a dedicated server, I've had another person who actually is specialized in working on servers, who have been the professional in all of that. It's a bongo cat. It's a nice plugin for OBS. And it's cute, and that has been now my staple, bongo cat. That is how I stand out, since I don't show my face, I show bongo cat. And yeah. Alright, yeah, I should probably add that if they try to find something for some while after, they should become like impatient and then leave. But I was supposed to do a money system first. Since I want this to be a multiplayer game later, I probably want the money to be a part of the game mode. Yeah, let's do it like that. public and then private. Because if it's a part of the game mode, I think the game mode then we can set it to be replicated, and if it's replicated, then everyone should have it or something. I don't know. I think I need to look that up later. That day, that sorrow. Shop money. I will just create a shop service. Like I said, that day, that sorrow. Sup, Froggy Boy. Hope you had a great day today. Yeah, 100% full release today. That will be my cash grab, right? So the game will be $120 for each copy, and I expect every one of you to buy 10 of them. It's actually, I'm making now I think Ubisoft made a quadruple A game, so I'm making like a lot of A games, and that means I can like take $1,000 for each game, right? You need more Easter eggs, more ducks. Yeah, we can add some ducks to this game too. That can be the staple of nullable pandas, right? We hide the ducks. Not boiling ducks. I mean, boiled duck is probably delicious too. I hope none of you here boil ducks that are alive, but I see like boiled ducks is good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, actually, having a game instance is probably the better way. That is probably the best way of doing it, because you can have the game instance and then you can replicate the game instance to everyone. That is, I have no clue how to pronounce your name, so I would just go with Emir. That is a great idea, Emir. Thank you. Yeah, let's make a game instance. I wonder if I don't think I have a game instance for this game yet. Instance. Game instance. It's not there. You know what? Okay, for now, I will just put it where I wanted to place it. So I haven't really looked for a while. I got the build through, I kind of wanted to set up the demo page, but since I got stuck in working on this Minimart game that I actually found a bit more, I saw the end of this game compared to Ship Crafters that I don't know, I have so much work left to do, so I feel like I want to take a break a bit from that game. Get some distance, and then whenever I'm done with this, I will get back to working on that. Because this game, I can actually make in a shorter amount of time. I can probably be done with the product by before the end of the summer, hopefully. And this is something I can also this game I can play, I can get my partner to play, which means I can get feedback way sooner, and I can get some friends to play this too, like in a shorter amount of time. So that will probably, I think that is a better strategy for me, like mentally. So I'm going for the long run, you know. Currency. All right, yeah. Also, Amir, what I've noticed in my last game was that whenever in C++ you pull the save game and you cache it, Unreal can at any point override that memory with something else. So you can't like just pull a cached version of like the normal usave game, because it can just at any point just remove that thing. Scary. Which led to a lot of weird bugs. Can we try? So if the currency is above the amount we can withdraw, or above or equal. Here we can add plus equal amount. Should I do it like this? I didn't use C++ for it. Blueprint factions for every interaction to update the variable. Oh, that sounds like a lot of work. Actually, okay, yeah, of course, yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. I just assumed that like every. Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm glad that you said that. Instance. I'm like baffled by what I'm doing. Okay, so I know that in Unreal you can get, there should be one that has like callbacks for each interaction. Unreal callback variable. I don't remember the name of it. Ah, here, set on, no, not set on changed callback. Variables with callback on change. I'm sitting here googling like a madman because I know that there should be. I know that there is one like delegate function on change. Let's do some googling on change lambda. Nope, not what we're looking for. Nope, okay, I gave up. Back to doing what I know. Dynamic. Multicast delegate. One parameter, I guess. F on currency change. Amount. Or I guess like new value. Oh. Okay, so whenever the currency changes, and we can add that later. Okay, so now we got this. Can on currency change. And then people can attach to that variable, and I can currency change And then I can broadcast that currency. And now we got this. Probably need some UI. We will do that later. I can just build something in the meantime to be an example. I can take my main thing here. Yeah, I should probably remove this test shelf before I break something. Removing old code. Always nice, always nice. Can fetch the shop. Then just adding myself to this U function void on currency changed. New value. Okay, I hate that when I want to just generate a function, sometimes it creates it in the header instead of the C++ class. Or whatever. New value. Okay, cool. Now we have this one. Can add a reference to ourselves on currency changed, and we should be good to go. Cool. So now when we have one currency changed, neat. I guess like whenever we take payments, we should probably change the currency. Can add some, I don't know, fun thing later to how much it should be. The currency, and I don't know, 10. 10 feels nice. So now every time someone interacts, or every time we process a customer, we should get some coins. Okay, there we go. And there we got one. Oh, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, cool, this works. Then I guess I should add something to whenever you buy shelves or whatever. But that will be for another time. Now I need to go and yeah, need to do my real grown-up stuff for today. But it was nice hanging out. So have a great and wonderful day, everyone.